I'm going to be using all Coastal Scents eyeshadows, and I'm starting off with Oatmeal Tan, which is kind of like a warm orange shade. And I'm just using this with this Smashbox crease brush to just blend everything out as my transition shade. And then to just deepen up the crease a bit more with some brown, I'm just taking Harvest Brown, and it's kind of like a light brown or taupe type of shade, and just with this Morphe blending brush, like I said, just deepen up the crease. And then transitioning into a color, I'm using Navy Baby, and I'm just putting this shade directly into the crease with a Coastal Scents blending brush. And I've never used this the MAC 217 brush, but just from the looks of it, it seems like it could be a great dupe. This one I believe is no more than $4 or $5, I'm not too sure. I'll have the link for that down below, but I just want to mention that with this type of look, it's gonna be a while. I wanted to show you the process, but I do transition or go back and forth to blending the shadows and applying the shadow. So with this shade, I'm gonna going back and forth, applying this, and then the Morphe blending brush with Harvest Brown, just to keep blending it out. And like always, the more you blend it out, the less product that's going to be shown. So just keep going back and forth and play with it until it's blended out as perfectly as you can get it. And also just keep in mind to keep doing it until it's the desired pigment that you'd like as well. And as you can see, I'm still blending, just keep going back and forth like I said until it's as perfect as you like it. My way is not the right way, it's however you'd like it to be, and just keep blending until you can't anymore basically. And then to eliminate some of that blue on my lid, because I do go in with a lighter shade, I'm just taking a concealer palette from Coastal Scents and just applying it with this concealer brush to really help create kind of like a cut crease look, but it's not going to be exactly cut. I'm just doing this so that way it's easier for me to know where to apply the next shade. But like I said, it can be a cut crease if you like, but I just wasn't really feeling the whole direct cut crease because I was just going to a soccer game and I didn't want too much going on up there, even though it is pretty dramatic, but hopefully you get what I mean. And then this next shade is Cherry Moss from Coastal Scents. I really like this shade. It's kind of like a duochrome. It looks like a greenish, brownish, reddish shade basically. And I know that sounds weird, but it's absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, my ring light does kind of wash it out, but it's really pretty in person. So if, I don't know if you'd like me to, I can just show you on Snapchat real quick, but just let me know if you do, because I don't want to just randomly throw out an eyeshadow there. People are going to be like, what is this? But definitely just, let me know. If not, no big deal. But yeah, just keep applying it, and it also helps to wet the brush. That kind of helps bring out the different colors of the eyeshadow. And I just use the e.l.f. setting spray. It works just as good, or eye drops works. I think water works, but it's not as great as eye drops or a setting spray. And then here I'm just taking a really small brush, it's a Morphe brush, and that Navy Baby shade, and I'm just blending out any of the harsh line that I created with the concealer and the Cherry Moss eyeshadow. I'm taking the Sigma Beauty Line Ace eyeliner, and at first I was kind of iffy about this eyeliner, but it grew on me. I really like it. It's matte, it's super dark, the applicator is really skinny, so it's easy to use, so I definitely recommend this, and I do have a coupon code for you guys that I will list down below for you to use along with the link. And then for the lashes, I'm using the Blvd Beauty in Vanity Flare, and I do have a code for that as well. They're absolutely beautiful lashes. I love all of their lashes. And then here I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and it's the matte and poreless one. And I'm just using a Real Techniques beauty sponge to buff that into my skin. And then going back in with that concealer palette, I'm just using this to highlight. And I know my face looks extremely white, but like I said, my ring light really washes me out, so it's not that white. And everything does match, I promise, so don't worry about that. I do go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand, just so it's not as white, because I did find that that concealer that I used was just a bit too white for me. And then just using that same sponge to blend that all in. Going in with my favorite powder, this is the Maybelline Loose Powder in Light, and I love using this to set my whole face as well as bake. I like having the color, it's not too white for me as opposed to a translucent powder. But yeah, this one is awesome. My friend Lydia sent it to me. Thank you, Lydia. You are amazing and so sweet. And then to contour, I am using the Do the Hoola from Benefet, and this shade is obviously super light for me. Doesn't even look like I'm using anything, but I didn't want anything too dramatic. Like I said, I was just going to a soccer game. Not that I wouldn't go to a soccer game with a beat face, but it was hot that day. And so I just use this kind of as a guide to where I'll be using the powder to just make it a bit darker. But yeah, I'm just using that same sponge to blend it out. And then to set that all, I'm going to use the Anastasia contour palette, which I have not used in a very long time, but I am so happy I used it because then I kind of forgot how great it was in my opinion. But I'm just using a regular brush to just contour, nothing too crazy, and then I use it on my forehead as well. I do go back in with that same powder to just help clean up the contour a bit because I kind of went a little too crazy and went a little too low. This Benefit Real Cheeky palette, I'm using this blush, I think it's called Coralista, and I'm just applying this on the apples of my cheeks and just blending it in with the contour so it's not just a harsh line of blush and then brown from the contour. And then for highlight, I'm starting off with a cream, and it's from Benefit. It's the What's Up highlighter. For some reason, I always use my middle finger when I apply this, so don't think I'm tipping you off or anything. And then to help set that, I do go back in with that Anastasia contour palette on that highlight shade in the top right, and I just use that to apply over it. And if you see my phone throughout this video, it's just because I record on Snapchat at the same time, so just ignore that. And then for my lips, I use lipsticks from Ciate London. I absolutely love their lipsticks. This is one from their Olivia Palermo collection. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but absolutely love this shade. It's so moisturizing and very pretty, and it's like the perfect nude for me and my skin tone. And then next, I absolutely love these. These are their new Pretty Sticks, and these honestly have to be the most comfortable and moisturizing lipsticks that I've ever used. I just can't get over how amazing they are. I was never into the liquid lipstick matte look because I bite my lips a lot, so it would look kind of gross, but these are very moisturizing. I recommend them 100%, and I will make a video on all the shades I have if you would like me to. Just let me know. And then I do go back in with Harvest Brown and I line my lower lash line, and then go back in with Navy Baby just to throw in some blue in there because I have blue on top of my eyes, just to help blend everything out and just reflect what's on the top to the bottom. And then lastly, I do go back in with the Ciate London Olivia, I think it's Palermo. I really don't know how to pronounce her last name, I'm sorry, but I'll have it listed down below. I love this kohl liner, as you can tell. It's very creamy, easy to blend, and it stays on my waterline, which is hard to find. And that concludes this look. I really hope you liked it. I really liked it. I know it's been a while since I posted a video on YouTube, just things happened, I wasn't motivated, but like I said, I hope I can get back into the swing of things and get something out weekly like I would before. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this look. Just comment down below if there's any requests you'd like, and I guess I don't have anything else to say other than I really hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.